welcome out there once again. Here we are, game show. It's called Know Your World, and I have some of the contestants that have been on before. It should be an exciting show. We've had a couple of rounds with some of the same people, and they've done very, very well. So, welcome out there, of course, to the show, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you're learning some of the things that the contestants are answering questions to, and that's Gabe back here again. How you doing, Gabe?
Good.
Still on the school committee?
Still on for the time being.
Ben, we haven't had you in a while.
I know.
Hitting the books?
Huh?
Hitting the books?
I've actually been watching a lot of Jeopardy lately.
Okay, well, you're going to get a lot of these questions.
I hope so.
Okay. CJ, how's things going?
Always trouble with me, we know that.
Somebody told me that you have a new name. It's called, you know it in Fall Rivers, Jack Anderson?
Jack Anderson.
Oh. All right, let's see. We're going to start off with Gabe. And Gabe, the first question, known as, quote, the most trusted news reporter who retired in 1981 was who?
Walter Cronkite?
Walter Cronkite. Good for you. Okay. A little too heavy?
We got the little bingo marker pointing.
You may run out of room for all of us at the end with
Yeah, we'll switch over to the smaller marker. All right, over to Ben. Ben, 4/5 of the Earth's atmosphere contains what element?
Oxygen?
No, no. That was Ben, so we're going to go over to
Nitrogen.
nitrogen. He knows his elements. All right. CJ, right on.
See, I get the little black point, I'm telling you.
Okay, CJ, you get the next question.
Uh-oh, I get another question.
Well, yeah,
I know.
goes over. And the next question is, the mountains in Vermont are called what? Name the mountains.
The Green Mountains?
The Green Mountains. Good for you.
I had to delay my answer a little bit.
Why was that?
That's why it's doing the thin lines, because you're going to stretch it out all the way across.
Why'd you delay your answer?
I wanted everyone to think I didn't know. Gabe was chomping at the bit over there with the answer, you know.
This is not poker.
Well, I mean, we're going to be a casino town. You know, you got to start practicing that poker face.
Right.
We might be. It's not certain yet. Okay, we're over to Gabe. The Black Sea is connected to the Dardanelles by what body of water?
I'm going to say the Bosporus.
No, no. Okay, over to Ben.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
You sure? The Black Sea is connected to the Dardanelles by what body of water?
That was a wild guess, because I'm not too familiar with the geography of the area, but the Danube River?
Nope, nope.
Actually, that's not a bad guess.
Over to CJ.
Not a clue.
Not a clue. Okay, so no one's got it. The Sea of Marmara.
I wouldn't have guessed
Yeah, I
it.
wouldn't have guessed
Yeah, I
that one.
wouldn't know.
I wouldn't have guessed it.
All right, so we're over to Ben gets the next one.
Hopefully I can get a point on the board now.
And all right, Ben, name the country that is the world's biggest oil producer after Saudi Arabia.
Iraq?
No, no. We're going over to, well, you're doing all right today, CJ.
The United States.
No,
No, wow.
no. Okay, you got a good break here, Gabe.
Iran.
Russia.
You know, I had that on my mind too.
It's really interesting, though. I know that the United States is either first or second in oil.
Gas.
Oil. Oil.
Oil?
We have oil pockets in this country, but the Department of the Interior won't let us drill them.
Yeah. All right, so that was Ben's. We went over to, we're going over to CJ now. He's next in line, and,
He's
Well-
picking one now. See, he's researching now.
no, it's the next
It's
one, next
difficult.
one. Offa's Dyke is a border between what two lands? That's O-F-F-A. Offa's Dyke, apostrophe S. Offa's Dyke.
Not a clue.
Okay, so from
Goes to Gabe.
CJ, we're over to Gabe.
The Netherlands and Belgium?
Nope. Ben.
Norway and Finland?
No. England and Wales.
That, I would have never known that.
England and Wales.
Bad and worse. Huh?
All right, no one got that. So after CJ, we're
It
gonna
goes to Gabe.
go to Gabe. All right.
And you
Gabe.
can date Offa's Dyke,
No.
okay?
Maybe he was smart using the thick marker after
Yeah,
all.
I think so.
What's that?
Maybe he was smart using the thick marker after all.
Looks
Moving
better.
slowly.
All right. Let's go to, okay, we're over to Gabe, and all right, the last ousted Tsar of Imperial Russia was the last of the Romanovs named what?
Nicholas.
Nicholas, you got it.
And of course, we all knew that one.
Yes.
Everyone knew
Yeah,
that.
that was right on the tip of my tongue if you didn't get it.
Yeah,
Ready for it.
all right.
As a matter of
After
fact, when
Gabe-
he was deposed, he came to Fall River and he opened Dirty Nick's hot dogs.
Oh, nice.
But he used Russian dressing. Huh?
But that's right, he used Russian sauce.
Thousand Islands.
All right, Ben, you're
Yes.
next. The artillery shell filled with ball bearings, which exploded into small pieces, was invented by who?
By who? I was hoping you were going to say when, because then I could answer that for you. I know the time frame it was introduced. I just don't know who invented it. I want to say like I don't know. I feel like it was an American, but I can't. Not remembering who it was to save my life.
All right,
Gonna have to go with I don't know.
okay, and I don't know, and it goes over to CJ. CJ.
There's probably some guy named Shrapnel, but.
You gotta give an answer, or you
I will defer to my knowledgeable colleague on the end.
No, I may not be so knowledgeable on this. I'll just throw out a wild guess. Nobel.
CJ, you had the answer, but you didn't give it. In the form of-
Shrapnel?
Shrapnel. That's the name of the person who invented that type of artillery shell.
See, but I would have taken it that I gave the answer, you know? A gentleman by the name of Shrapnel, but, you know, he didn't take it.
All right, so we're going over to...
Because there's no put it in the form of a question here, you know?
Yeah, you didn't give the answer. You just kind of threw out some words. You were talking to yourself. All right, we're going over to CJ. Largest city in the Canary Islands is called what?
Cockatoo. Budgie?
Gabe?
This is a kind of a wild guess. Malaga?
No.
I wouldn't have the slightest idea.
It is okay. Las Palmas.
That would have
I
been my
think
next
there was
guess.
a
See, I think Budgie was better.
big airline crash there. Wasn't that a number of years ago? 2 airliners were taking off. One crashed into another. A large number of people got killed.
I think that was a macaw and a budgie, but, you know, that's another story.
Over to
I feel like I'm
Gabe.
Paul Lynn over here.
Over to Gabe. Name the city where European Union countries leaders meet.
Brussels.
Brussels. You got that. Gabe. All right. Now, still a tight game.
Oh, I don't
And,
know how tight that is.
After Gabe, we go over to Ben.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben, name the world's oldest republic.
World's oldest republic.
Country that considers itself the oldest republic in the world.
I don't know why I want to say France, but I'm sure that's probably wrong.
No, it's not France, Ben. CJ looks very studious.
Yeah,
That,
no jokes this time.
okay.
Germany's the only thing I can think of, but
What is it?
Germany?
No. Oldest republic. Germany's had a number of them already.
I know, they've had a couple of,
They go back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay, we're over to
Gabe.
Gabe?
I'd have to say the U.S.
No, San Marino.
San Marino.
San Marino considers
Dates back
itself,
to-
Isn't that a town in California?
Dates back to when?
I'm
No
not
idea?
sure, 200-300 years at least.
Wow.
he must be picking these out of the never answered question.
No, the stuff you never learned in history class book. Oh, this is
Yeah.
a great
Well,
book.
Or geography.
Yeah, exactly.
You're running a bad show. Or we're just bad contestants.
Either-
You know, you guys are sharp, and these questions can't be too easy.
But they can be very
You
hard
gotta,
instead.
you know, don't try to make them, they're not that hard. And not to try to make them like really, really difficult, but anyway. After Ben, we go over to CJ. And, well, look, a body of water that connects two larger bodies of water is called what?
Oh, let me think here. The tap, no. A sea.
No. Over to Gabe.
Straight.
Straight. Straight to Gibraltar,
I know.
Atlantic into the Mediterranean.
I know. I wasn't thinking straits.
What about flushes?
I was. No, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. It's the casino thing. It's on the mind, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that was, who
Now
started?
it goes to Gabe.
Gabe, okay, Gabe.
Pitching a 5-hitter, 5 singles.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we're over to Gabe, and, about halfway through. All right, here's a good one for you. What are the total cups in a gallon?
Cups in a gallon.
You poured out a gallon, how many cups would you have on a table that would be filled?
8.
No. No. You want to take a chance, Ben?
I want to say 4. No, it
gallon?
would be
No.
16. That's what it'd be.
It's 16.
Yeah.
It's 16.
Yeah, I knew it was either 4 or 16, and I was gonna say
No,
16,
four, I mean,
but
four would
instead I
be
said
just
4.
not
Yeah.
Not enough.
8 into 12
Yes.
is that gives you a remainder of 4. That's 48. Plus 6 times 8 is 48.
See that?
I do it the old math way, not this new math way that they do things today. I don't know how kids can learn.
Okay. All right, we
It's that
started
core
with, we
processing.
started with Gabe with that question, and so we're gonna go to, Ben.
Yes.
You're
What is
next
2
in
plus
line.
2? Ooh,
Ben?
4, I guess.
Okay, Ben. What president said, quote, "Tear down this wall"?
Oh, that would be Papa Bush, right? George.
No,
W-
no,
no?
no, no,
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
He knows
Ronald
that.
Reagan.
Oh, it was Reagan. Yeah, I was thinking 89, the Berlin Wall went down. I was figuring that's when Bush was in office.
And that's
so
exactly the way the quote was.
Exactly.
just a little bit before I was born. so.
All right, over to CJ. Oh,
Am I getting another Mr. Gorbachev question?
Who banged a
this
shoe on the
is
counter?
an easy one for you. What famous novelist falls in love with his nurse in World War I?
What famous novelist falls in love with his nurse in World War I?
So, it sounds like an episode of Days of Our Lives.
No, he thinks that because of all these nursing questions, automatically I get them.
Yeah. I mean, God,
I have no clue, honestly.
all right.
And then when I hear the answer, I'll go, oh, that's right.
Okay, Gabe, it's over to you.
I'd say Hemingway.
Hemingway, that's right, remember? Hemingway was in a hospital, he, part of World War I, and, laid up there. I think he's really got a broken heart out of it, because he never, I think he wanted to marry her. They had a close relationship, and, it just didn't work out. I guess that's when he went fishing and wrote that book.
The Old Man in the Sea.
All right, that was a CJ question, and, so we're gonna go to, Ben for the next one.
No,
Yeah,
Gabe.
Gabe.
Gabe, who?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe.
Okay, what did I say, CJ?
No, you
Yeah.
said Ben.
No, he said me, yeah. That's right.
We'll reverse order.
Yeah, we're gonna reverse order, middle of the show. That we keep-
All right. Here's a good one. Name the American city that is north of the Canadian city of Windsor.
Seattle?
No, no. Over to Ben.
There's a shot in the dark. Portland, Maine?
No.
I have a feeling it's located in New York, but I don't know the name of the city.
I think I might know now.
Detroit.
Detroit?
How is Detroit north of Windsor?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where is Windsor?
that's the way it goes. It is.
Probably around the lakes.
Yeah.
There's sort of a, like a, whatever it is, a bend, but it is.
And theoretically,
Detroit is
wherever it
north.
is, Augusta would be above
Well, no,
it,
because,
so-
I mean, there is a part of New York which actually goes into Canada. Because when they drew the lines, they decided they wanted to keep this castle, so they drew the line this way.
That's a good question.
That was an interesting question, because
Yeah.
I would have never said Detroit.
Yeah, because most, you would think that all American cities just happen to be south of any, major city in Canada, but it's not,
I'm gonna
not
have to
so.
look at, I'm gonna have to look at that.
that's a
Yeah.
question you'll never forget.
I'm gonna have to
All
bring
right.
it up on Google Maps.
We're over to Ben on this.
Yes.
And on a flag of South Africa are crossed what?
Swords?
No, that's the obvious answer.
No idea.
CJ.
The flag of South Africa,
Yeah, on on the flag of South Africa, what are crossed? What are the?
their fingers, I'm only kidding. I have no clue. Trees, I mean,
Bones?
Over to Gabe.
I have no clue.
Tusks.
Tusks? Oh.
Tusks.
like I said, fingers.
Same difference. They're kind of like swords. They're pointy on the end.
Yeah, cross tusks. All right, over to
Me.
CJ. Well, here's a good one for you. Name the longest river in Europe.
The longest river in Europe. The Danube?
No. No.
Took a shot in the dark.
Yeah. Over to
The Rhine?
no.
That's my
Picking out
guess.
some good rivers in Europe, but not the longest.
Longest.
I thought that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too. I thought it was either the Danube or the Rhine. So now I'm kind of up S Creek without a paddle. So.
I don't think that's a river in Europe.
Yeah, no. It's a creek actually.
Well, you're up that river. but you don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly. I don't even know any other rivers in Europe.
We look pretty poor this week, I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
Sure, he's pitching a shutout.
Yeah,
I
no,
know,
he is.
really.
It's terrible.
It's like we drink our
Infield
dummy
singles.
stuff
No,
or
it's
something.
not all that bad. It's not all that.
I don't know the what's that river in Germany? I don't know.
Okay, you don't know.
Yeah, the
It's
Beirut
the
River.
Volga.
The
you
who?
know, The Volga River,
That's
river
right.
in Russia.
It came to me just before you said it. I wasn't thinking
Me too.
Russia at
I
all.
was thinking
Longest
Volga.
river in
I
Europe.
wasn't thinking
the
Russia
Volga.
at all.
I was just
Oh,
thinking this was a
Russia's
vulgar
Europe, yeah.
situation.
There it is.
Yeah. Okay, people think that Europe ends at the border of Germany. It goes a little further than that.
Didn't think of Russia at all.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wow, Ben, you got the question of the series here.
Wait, isn't it your question anyway? So.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, wait a second.
Yeah, it's Gabe's.
Okay, hold on.
'Cause-
It came back to you,
yeah, it came back to me.
okay, which means,
Yeah, nobody got the right answer.
so yeah, it is yours, Gabe.
Yeah, because that was your
Yeah,
question originally.
it's yours, Gabe, yeah,
Because you said Danube, Rhine, no
Mhm.
idea.
right.
Okay,
Boy, we're getting confused here.
yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, well, for today, it's
Yeah,
really.
That's with
Right.
all the curveballs and sliders.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Tim Wakefield on the mound.
here's the question. If 3 squared equals 9, and 4 squared equals 16, and 5 squared equals 25, what theorem is this in mathematics? Obviously.
The theorem of squares, that any number multiplied by itself, no.
It has a name. Over to Ben.
Sounds like a weird way of saying the Pythagorean theorem, but
Which one?
the Pythagorean theorem. That,
Well,
in other words, it's to do with triangles. One side of the triangle squared plus the other side of the triangle squared equals the third side of the
I'm
triangle
going to
squared.
have to give it to you. The pronunciation is the Pythagorean theorem.
Oh, Pythagorean, yeah.
Yeah, but you were so close that you
Yeah.
understood.
Well, if you didn't give it to him, I was gonna protest.
Oh, wow.
Because I would have had it and I would have said the same thing and, you know, it would have been.
Yeah, it was the whole not saying.
But sometimes if it's not said correctly, you know,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't Jeopardy.
Yeah.
This is the urban show.
this is not Jeopardy. Why do people call me Alex? All right,
In a sense of copyright protection, this is not Jeopardy.
all right, okay.
And it's
Got
back
a
to
legal
me again.
expert on a show here tonight. Okay, over to Ben.
If I can get another question like that.
Name the American journalist who was buried in the Kremlin.
In the Kremlin?
Yeah,
Wow.
American journalist buried in the
that
Kremlin.
even caught me by, you might say, surprise. Famous American journalist buried in the Kremlin.
Peter Jennings?
Seeing that he's still alive, I don't-
I don't think they'd want him there.
No, isn't he the one that passed away?
Well, maybe he was. I
Yeah,
don't-
from lung
Yeah,
cancer.
yeah. Okay, over to CJ knows.
They picked a dead guy.
CJ knows this.
Well, I would say Barbara Walters, except, that, you know, plastic can't die. It's not Woodward and Bernstein, you know, I have no clue. I honestly
Okay,
don't.
we're going over to Gabe.
I can't imagine who it would be.
John, they call him Jack Reed. Very famous journalist.
I don't know who he is.
Traveled to Russia after the Russian Revolution, just after, you know, of course, World War One, Russian Revolution. He went over and, well, some people thought he was, you know,
He was a dirty commie.
yeah. He got buried anyway, and
He was obviously sympathetic, I would think.
yeah, he died there.
He died and they laid him in state, so.
Yeah,
I
he
think
died
that's
in
what it's
Russia,
about.
anyway, he was buried in the Kremlin. so-
I'd use that Jack Reed comment a little, you know, we're too close to Rhode Island.
All right, we're going to, who had that last one?
That was
did.
Ben's.
Ben? All right, you'll get the last one in this round, and then we're gonna go to the final question.
Already?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're down, getting down here, so. Okay, CJ, you get the final question, and the final question is this. In 100 million years from now, will the moon be more than 93 million miles, as it is now, from the Earth, less or the same distance?
Okay. In 100 million years, the moon will be
The moon is currently 93 million miles.
Correct. Will it be less or the same distance,
Or more.
or more distance, more of a distance?
Yep.
Well, on the theorem of the expanding universe,
Oh,
it
wow.
would be further away.
You got it. Good one
Very
for you.
good. I'm impressed.
Oh, good one.
I definitely know that one. I mean,
All right.
Yeah, that was.
Okay, you get the paper.
Cosmos has been on
get
TV
your-
lately.
Get your papers. You see, Gabe, you have 5, Ben 1, and CJ has 5. Get your papers. And go to the final question. Now, this is final question, and this is about U.S. presidents. Don't forget, make your wager, put your papers forward,
And take another paper?
and take another one, yeah. Then make a wager. put
I
your-
did. I was conservative. I ripped my piece of
All right.
paper and then.
Okay, here's the question. Name the 19th century president that served 2 terms with the same vice president. Name the 19th century president that actually served 2 terms with the same vice president. Okay, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna make an announcement, and that's, let the audience know that come May 17th, we're gonna have the Friends of Cook Pond Dinner Dance. That's gonna be held at the VFW Post in Tiverton. Doors will be open at 6 o'clock. Tickets are $15. We'll have a full meal, chicken meal with the works, and Cowboy Al will be the, will play music, so we have dancing thereafter. So that's May 17th at the VFW in Tiverton. All right, we're gonna start with, let's start with Ben. Ben, what do you have for an answer?
All right. I have William Henry Harrison.
No, it's,
Didn't think so.
not that bad.
I
And,
wagered 1 point. So.
Okay, so that, thank you for telling. 1, and it gives you,
0.
0.
Where I was
You
before.
never know, you never know. Let's see what these other guys, they'll go to, CJ's next.
Roosevelt.
No,
Wrong century. Good try though.
which Roosevelt? 19th?
1.
19th century.
I bid 1.
19th century.
I know, I couldn't go that far back, I guess, in my head.
Okay,
It's a wild guess, Madison.
no, James Monroe.
I was close.
How many did you
Right,
bid?
close-
How many did
close
you bid?
by.
Okay, well, CJ, how much did you?
1.
1.
So it's a
Okay,
tie.
wait a minute, let's see, CJ, -1, you got 4.
1.
Oh,
It's a tie.
Great minds think alike.
congratulations. I don't know how you're gonna be able to split the Mercedes-Benz, but
Well,
you just flip a
Right down the
coin.
middle.
Right down the middle, that's right.
How about
We,
that?
we can walk alongside.
4-4, good for you, all of you. Questions,
It was a tough show today. It was a
Yes,
tough
it
show.
was.
it was a tough one.
Yes, it was a tough show
I
today.
had better luck watching
Good though,
Jeopardy
look.
the other night.
5, that's good. I mean, you're only getting about 6 or 7 questions, actually.
No, it seemed like
Only
we were
3
more
of
than
them are on
that.
table.
And it's almost time for the next game.
Okay, thank you out there for watching.
See you
and,
in
I hope you enjoyed it. Some good contestants. See all of you back in 3 weeks. Mark your calendars, and we'll have another round of questions. And I'm sure that we'll be looking at those almanacs, the maps of the world, checking who the presidents were.